So the auction house, when we set out to make it, we stated at the time that it was going to be an experiment. And our reasoning for doing it was looking at Diablo 2 and how many third-party, sites there were and kind of people getting scammed and the whole trade market. And we said, why don't we just provide that for the players, give them a safe place to trade and sell items. And of course, we took it to the next level by offering the real money auction house. And it was a very interesting experiment from just the perspective of the auction house itself. It was a good technical success. But as after we released the game and the game kind of had been out for a while, we watched and realized that people are heading to that auction house, and the best items in the game are no longer being earned by slaying monsters. They're being earned by outbidding someone. And as we were sitting down to really plan out Reaper and decide where we wanted to take Diablo 3 next, these two things, our desires were at odds with the auction house. And ultimately what we decided was, we sat down and we asked, what's really best for the game? What's really best for players? And we realized that it would be better for the game if that auction house weren't there, because then players would get their items by playing the game, not playing the auction house. And so ultimately we decided, okay, it's best for players, let's remove it. And that's what we did on March 18th in preparation for Reaper. And so now going forward with Reaper of Souls, the gameplay will once again be solely about slaying monsters and getting loot. Yes, to compensate for kind of that black market item trading scene, we have put in restrictions on trade. So the best items in the game will be account bound. And you can still trade with people, but they got to be in your party. They have to be people you're playing with. So if you and I are playing a game together and this great item drops, but it's really not for me, or I have something better, I can still trade that to you and you can still take that item. What you're not going to be able to do is then go 2 weeks later and trade it to somebody else. We want to keep the loot dropping in kind of the sphere of the people playing, and this will hopefully also combat kind of the third-party problems that crop up. That being said, other items are still tradable. Rares are still tradable. It's just the top-end items that we're making sure that if you have it, it's because you earned it.